Yeah, it's fun, important, and very complicated to do stuff with healthcare sometimes, but that makes it even more interesting for you, I hope. The next slide will be more complex. It's about complexity. These things we can talk about later, but what I want to tell you, see there, that we have healthcare, dental care, public transportation, and regional development. Those are things that we're doing in the region, and 3 hospitals and many other things. And then when you go down here, we would like to tell you to think twice before you add new systems into this soup, because we need help with creative solutions that reduce complexity. All these wonderful things that you were hearing about, new healthcare innovations and all these things, they're lovely, and they end up at our place. And then we need to take care of them somehow. And we've got, for the tech stuff, we've got 300 people trying to do that. And you get all this complexity and you can't really remove it. You can move it around a little bit. So we do want your intelligence and help to reduce complexity. We have some open data. When it comes to healthcare, you want some things to be open, things that are aggregated, statistics and stuff like that. And we've got 2 data sources there we can look into further with such statistics. And then there are a lot of things you don't want to be open. Your allergies, for example, do you want them posted on the internet? Well, you should be able to choose that. But you would like to use all this kind of interesting data, things that are in electronic health records, patientjournaler in Swedish. And we have some services that you can use to do personalized things, but then you need to be logged in, so that might be more like an open API rather than open data. And then we were talking from Husqvarna about talking the same language between different things. With all those applications you saw, we have hundreds of them. We want to move towards more standardized content and things like that. Those content patterns, so to speak, are open, but not the health data about you. And then there were 2 examples in the East Sweden hack, stuff from the citizen hacks. And there we wanted to think about things. With number 3, we're very curious about what will happen with this, with using things in the right way. We don't know what you will do. Maybe it's indoor positioning and all kinds of things. Maybe it doesn't have to be only equipment. Staff and things are scarce also. And maybe you could even think of keeping people healthy instead of throwing them into our system. And then this one, please come and talk to us if you want to do something with this, because this was something about a tag and with your allergies and this kind of things. And then we got a bit worried actually, because if you do this wrong, then we can happen to kill people in healthcare because we didn't get those allergies correctly. So we can do those things, but please use good data patterns and things like that. And at alert symbol, you can find some interesting things and patterns that you can use. But do talk to us early now when you're thinking about these ideas, if you want to go towards this idea. Otherwise, you could end up with an idea that will just say, well, this is too risky. But if you talk to us, then we can fix it. And then sandboxes they were talking about. We do have access to something that is more like a sandbox for clinicians and things to play with. We could open that up also for future electronic health record systems. And then also we have open project suggestions that we have for students for master thesis and other things. And you could have a look at those also, with several different things that could inspire you. And you're free to use those. And we have some IoT things there also, Internet of Things.
Thank you.